Krishen Khanna at 100, a 360-degree immersive experience at the National Gallery of Modern Art, Mumbai. At 100 years of age, Krishen Khanna continues to stand at the center of Indian modern art, not as a distant master, but as a keen observer of life, history, faith, and human resilience. This exhibition invites us to step into a world shaped by memory and imagination, where myth and modernity, celebration and suffering, abstraction and lived experience come together. As you look around, you are stepping into an experience that goes beyond paintings. Come, let's enter a life, one that unfolds across nearly 8 decades of artistic practice. Spring Nude, Krishen Khanna's first work to be sold and finding its way to the collection of Homi J. Bhabha. Krishen Khanna's journey as an artist began during a time of profound transformation. As part of the Progressive Artists Group, Khanna stood alongside some of the most influential figures in Indian modernism. Yet, unlike many of his peers, his work remained deeply rooted in the human condition. These were years of questioning tradition, rejecting academic conventions, and imagining a new visual language for a newly independent nation. Khanna absorbed modernism not as a style, but as a tool, one that allowed him to consciously observe society, power, and belief. This section traces key turning points in Krishen Khanna's work from the 1950s to the 1970s. It moves from his early American-influenced abstractions, such as Phoenix 1950, to the Sumi ink monochromes inspired by his 1962 visit to Japan, and later to stark photographic experiments. Seen together, these works reveal that Khanna's abstractions were never detached from reality. By the 1970s, Khanna emerged as one of the most politically engaged moderns, responding to the Indo-Pakistan War, migration, and global upheaval. Shaded, the photograph 1970 depicts Che Guevara's death, his contoured body recalling Christ on the cross. The stark image returns in The Dead and the Dying 1970, intensifying Khanna's reflection on sacrifice and loss. The First Operation 1976, Khanna reflects on Charak's pioneering medical practice, depicting surgery carried out under the constraints of war. From the early 1970s, Krishen Khanna's art turned towards the expanding city of Delhi and the lives that quietly sustained it. In his truck paintings, Khanna focuses on migrant laborers. The truck becomes both vehicle and shelter, a moving space of uncertainty. Bodies blur into shadowy forms, huddled together, merging with the night. Across decades, displacement repeats itself. The journey continues, unfinished, unresolved. Throughout his career, Khanna returned to the story of Christ, drawn not only to the moment of crucifixion, but to the fragile humanity revealed within it. The solitary figure on the cross dissolves into the collective presence of the everyday, the people of the street. What begins in anguish resolves into a celebration of endurance, resilience, and shared humanity. In Incidents at the Last Supper 2017, Khanna offers a quieter, more contemplative interpretation. In Manifest 1992, the image of Christ becomes fused with the Mahabharat's Bhishma, the great warrior sage dying on a bed of arrows. Myth and history converge powerfully in Krishen Khanna's engagement with the Mahabharata. Like many Indian moderns of his generation, Khanna turned to ancient epics not as distant legends but as metaphors for the political and social tensions of his time. By the 1980s, the Bandwala's entry heralds a new direction for Khanna. The Bandwalas gaze down at us higgledy-piggledy from the walls in all their gaudy glory. This vibrant, tumultuous section is a celebration of Khanna's life and art, a burst of colour, capturing the righteous bustle of the Indian street, of clamorous wedding processions and the humorous heroic figure who has come to be the most beloved subject of Khanna's oeuvre, the Bandwala. This section begins and ends with one of the most ambitious panoramic paintings of Khanna's oeuvre, A Far Afternoon 2014, in which some of Khanna's iconic characters unite to reveal in a career devoted to capturing the music, chaos and above all, resilience of the people of India. Across themes and decades, Krishen Khanna's art remains deeply human. At 100 years, his work continues to speak, quietly, insistently. As you step away, the images remain, not fixed on the walls, but alive in memory. Because Krishen Khanna's art does not end here. It continues wherever life unfolds. Krishen Khanna at 100.